All right, guys. So before we move on, there are two add-ons I would like you guys to enable. That is, if you guys haven't done it before, but since you are watching this video, that means you haven't. So go over to Edit, Preferences. What we are going to bring in here is the first one is Extra. Just searching Extra, and this is what we want: Add Mesh Extra Object. Remember, add mesh, not add curve. So add mesh extra object. Then the next one we're going to do is Node Wrangler. Node Wrangler. This is it. Node Wrangler, not Node Preset, not Node Arrange. Node Wrangler. So accept that, and you have to confirm something. If it's not in auto save, just make sure you save it or click on this auto save. So to be very sure. Now what we're going to do is to say Shift A. If you come over here, you will see all this stuff, all this new stuff that you are seeing that is not there before. So this is what we want: rock generator. Rock generator. So now that you've added rock generator, you'll be wondering, what now do we want to do? So as it is like this, don't touch it, because if you touch it, if you move it, you see this box here, you won't be able to see it. You won't be able to see this box. You have to bring in another one. You have to delete this one and bring in another one for you to see this again. So anyway, now this stuff, number of rocks, it can tell by itself. Number of rocks meaning adding more rocks, but we just want only one rock in this place. So now this X scale, this is the scale in the X axis. This is the scale in the Y axis. This is the scale in the Z axis. Now as you can see that as I'm scaling, all these things are, the stuffs are just changing, which is because of this use a random seed, which you guys to turn off. And just you can use user seed, meaning you can control the seed you want, the seed type you want. You can use a different seed type, different, okay, as you can see. So this is one of the rock. You can play with it here. Deformation. This is to deform it more, adding extra. This is roughness. You want it smooth, you want it, I think so. This is detail level. Detail level is just level up to 4 to add the details, I think so, but there's nothing it's doing here. So let me just leave it at 2. So this, I think, okay, yeah, this display detail, this is okay, yeah, this display detail, and this is what you get. So I'm just going to go back, because if you increase it high, your computer will suffer for it. So you better use little, let me say 3 in this case. Enter. So the detail level helps with this, I think. Okay, detail, display detail, that is what you get there. Now you can come here, roughness, and just reduce it to bare minimum. Alright. Now we've gotten something nice. Okay, so it's better you just leave it at 3, or let me say 2. Okay, but leave it at 3 is okay. 3 gives you much more details. So smooth factor, this is to smoothen it, but it's not really doing anything. So right click to cancel. Iteration, still not doing anything. So right click to cancel. So it's more of those things I just showed you now. But we have other stuffs here. We have river rock. River rock is like pebbles, smooth rocks, no bumps or anything. The next one, we have asteroid. You know how asteroid looks like? It's just one gigantic rock that I just seen on your screen right now. So let me just show you guys. This is what I'm talking about. River rock, this is what I'm talking about. So smooth like someone's skull. So the next one is sandstone. Just, you know what's all these rocky rock that used to be in the desert also. So this one is ice, and this one is fake ocean. This one, what it does is just give you fake ocean, whatever. So we're going to go back to our default and make sure you turn off this random seed. So now we're going to increase our, okay, let's find another, let's go back finding our rock. I think okay, I think this one will do. You can increase your display details here and just reduce this one. Let's just leave it as this. So this is your rock. Guess what? Okay, now we're done with what is going on here. We've dealt with everything here that is useful. So now, if you move this now that you have clicked out and move it, you won't be able to see anything again. So if you click this thing, you'll be thinking, my computer will not be able to. But if you check this, it's just one smooth box. Just, you can also play around with it here. That is going to edit mode. You can just move it the way normal moving, edit mode movement and all this stuff. You can move it the way you want. You can scale it how you want. So it's not much you will use the scaling in the, in that place that we just came out from. So now if you go over to next thing we're going to do now, not go over to anywhere, just raise this up and add in a floor. So Shift A, mesh, plane, S to scale. So now let me go to render view mode. There's something I would like to show you guys, which is what I use in doing the trick I use. I don't know if you guys know about it, but let me still say it here. So there's something, if you add in a lights, we mostly use area lights. Let me raise this up. We mostly use area lights, and when we use area lights, and let me scale, let me add in much more. Let's increase this. And when we use area lights, this is the kind of shadow we have. All these jaggedy edge shadow stuff. Let me click on contact shadow. So this is the kind of shadow we will have. Even if we come over here and maybe we want a hard shadow, we'll come over here, I think shadows, and say turn off smooth shadow and want hard shadow. You will see that it affects both the places we don't want. Like we want smooth shadow around here as well, but it will affect everything. So to bypass that, what I do, since I'm making use of eevee, I just say Shift A, lights, use sunlight, and I can raise this up. And as you can see now, with this sunlight, it gives you that hard edge, that hard shadow, and still with this spotlight, which is this one, let me just move it to the center. We can still control this softness of the shadow. As you can see now, it's no longer hard. So this is a take home. Thank you. Anyway, this is just something I just want to add in. Anyway, so now we can go over to shading, and let's go over to shading mode here too. Can go over to shading, and now clicking this, we'll now see new, and we have our new material here. So there is a place I want you guys to go over to. Go over to your browser to polyhaven.com. This is where I get almost all my textures from. I love this site. They are too good. They have almost everything that I need when it comes to realistic outdoor scenes. So you can search for any stuff you're looking for here, be it wood, brick, floor, blah blah blah. But anyway, I'm going with rocks. So you can come over, you can still say all and you get everything. So rocks, let's say rocks for example, and I already have a lot of texture which I'm not going to download again, but I just want to show you guys how to download here if you haven't or you don't know about Polyhaven. So let's say for example now we want to create, download, just select anyone, and something is supposed to show you. Okay, yeah, it's supposed to show you as example. So but this doesn't matter. Anyway, go over to this hamburger icon here, just click on it and you'll be able to select or find the one that you want to make use of. If it's PNG you want it to be, if you want it in JPEG, you can select from any of these places. But this is the roughness. This one shows where is dry and where is wet when it comes to light bouncing on it. Like this place for example, this roughness plays its part there. So this is normal. This normal, they have the normal, the one that intrude and the one that extrude. That is the one that pop out the rocks. Like for example now, this normal GL I think is the one that brings out this rock. While this normal DX, I think it pushes this bumpy part inward. So I'm going to make use of this GL because I think one of these doesn't work with Node Wrangler. So I think it's GL that works with Node Wrangler. But I'm going to download it too and show you guys what I mean. So this diffuse, I'm going to pick diffuse. You can change it to PNG if you want anyway. So now if you want to increase it to 1K, 2K, 4K, 8K, it depends on you. I always download in 2K. So you can now go ahead and download. And now what you have to do is to locate the file, the place you downloaded it, locate it and extract it to a folder of your choice. So now what you're going to do, this is where the Node Wrangler comes in. We are going to, as this principal BSDF is selected, you just say Ctrl+Shift+T and it will take you to your folder. Now you have to find or locate where you placed your rock. So I'm going to select one of these. So let me say any one. I think, okay, let me just make use of this. This is the one I have for I have a lot, but let me just make use of this. So locate the one you want to make use of. It's still the same pattern. Okay, wait, this one is not having roughness. Okay, this one is having roughness. So now, what I mean, this is the DX and this is the GL. So if I select this, holding Control or Command on your keyboard, select this and select this, it might not, this one might not show. So let me say principal. As you can see now, it does not show. It's supposed to add one here. So I'm going to say Control Z and say Control Shift T again. So if I select this and select normal GL and say principal, you will see the three of them is showing. So now you'll be wondering what's going on here. Why is texture not showing? It's supposed to show because it looks like they have unwrapped or whatever here. So the reason here now, we just have to come down to objects, bring these objects, instead of UV, move it to vector, and now you have your rock. Your rock is now showing. So you'll be saying, this thing is stretching. Why is it stretching? Don't worry, calm down, I'm here for you. So what we're going to do now is to go over to flat and change this to box and make this 0.2. 0.2. I love making use of 0.2, and since I think I know about this, I've been making use of 0.2. So box 0.2, and don't worry, you will see in a bit everything is going to be normal. So flat, change it box, and this will be 0.2. As you can see now, everything is in place. So all right, this is what we have, and I think this is pretty much it. But let me just show you one more thing. If you want to scale this now, this same pattern, you can still use it for anything, like maybe you want to move, rotate, or anything. So you can just click on one and drag down, then you can rotate it or scale it according to how you want it. So let me just scale it like this would be okay, or you can right click to snap out. I just love it this way anyway. So that's how to scale. So anyway, that is it for this tutorial, guys. So this same pattern, you can use it for pretty much any rocks type or texture type that you have. So this is the same thing you can do for it. So that is it for this tutorial, guys. So please do well to like, subscribe, comment if you enjoyed this tutorial. Please, the subscription really helps me a lot. Like, it motivates me. If you do start if you are doing YouTube channel, you will understand that subscription motivates a lot. Without the subscription, you just feel weak to put in any video out there. So please do well to like, subscribe, comment, and tell me what you think about this tutorial. If you enjoyed, please leave a comment, and I will see you in the next video.